I am Vincent Irving, aka DJV. I hope that you are liking all the episodes that we're working on pretty hard at DJs and Entertainment right here in the studios. Please like, share, and subscribe. 5, 4, 3, 2, DJs and Entertainment, 1, DJs and Entertainment. There, you had time to subscribe, like it, and share it. All right, we're here with Miss Sherri L Miller, aka fill in the blank.
DJ Cherish.
DJ Cherish. So, how did that name come about? DJ Cherish.
Well, actually, my DJ name is kind of in flux right now. DJ Cherish came about because I have an event planning business called Cherish the Day.
Okay.
And so I just wanted to keep it simple so people would remember it. So I have done events and DJ the same events. So that's,
Okay. Well, that is very simple. DJ Cherish.
yeah.
Along with that, with you DJing, and of course, we can obviously see you are a woman. Uh,
Yeah.
yep, a lot of women don't venture into DJing. So, how did it start for you?
Well, that's a kind of a two-part answer. So I kind of got the DJ bug when I was in college. So I went to Northwestern University. And so in the Chicago area, of course, in the early 80s, house music was everything.
Yes.
I had a very good friend who was a supreme, just wonderful house music DJ. His name was Tim Harris. We were classmates, and his DJ name was T. Chablis. And so I caught the bug then. So he would get off air at midnight, and I would go to his dorm room at midnight, and we would stay up to 4 in the morning. And so I learned a lot from him, but I could not mix to save my life. But got, what I did learn was I had an ear for music and telling what would go with it. So he'd say, well, what would you mix with that? And so I would throw out stuff and he would grab the record and he'd mix it in. And so that's kind of how the bug started. And so I kind of laid that down for a little while. And then fast forward many, many years, I married a DJ.
That's a good move. That's not
So,
bad.
and I actually met him while he was DJing, and he was chatting me up, but I was not even recognizing that's what he was doing. And then I saw him when he wasn't DJing at another event, and we hit it off. We got married. The marriage didn't work, but the DJ partnership lived through that. So I started DJing with him. So he knew that I had a love of music, and he could see that I was kind of a natural for this. So he became the MC and I became the DJ.
About what year was that?
That was probably in about 20, I got married in 2012, so I'll say probably about 2014 is when I started. So I've been doing this for about 10 years.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah.
But the love goes all the way back to the 80s with house music.
Yes. And
Yeah.
even before that.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? All right, well,
Yeah.
let's talk about that.
So, my dad really loved music of all kinds, but his favorite was probably jazz and probably like some easy listening type of music. And so he would have stuff by Dionne Warwick, stuff by Nancy Wilson. So I probably was the only 5-year-old who knew the lyrics to Walk On By.
Good song to know, though.
So I love music. So every year for Christmas, when he would ask, what do you want? I would always want stereo equipment or a tape recorder or something like that because it was all about the music for me. So yeah. So I think
Along
it
with
started
that,
then.
beautiful. Along with that, did you ever pick up any instruments?
I did not, and that's
Okay.
one of my regrets. I always wanted some kind of musical talent, but I surrounded myself with lots of good friends who are excellent musicians. And so I kind of got to live vicariously through them and listen to them go to their performances and things like that. And I would try to support them and any other local musicians uh, whenever I can. So I go and listen to a lot of live music.
Hope that you're enjoying this interview with DJ Cherish. I always mix up the AKA. So, Sherri Miller, aka DJ Cherish. Look forward. I think we're going to be doing some incredible things together via YouTube, social media, interwebs, however you want to put it, having some interesting discussions. Some things that started online are now coming directed in your face. So thanks for subscribing to DJs and Entertainment. Please like, share, and that other thing, subscribe.
My favorite events are always old school. Now, I can rock an old school party. So I've had a couple of those where, people just really were vibing with the music and they really got into it. And I have one coming up in 2 weeks. I'm looking forward to it. That's an old school one. But another one I did, it was memorable for a different reason. So I did a wedding, and so it was an African American gentleman in his 30s. He married a Filipino woman, and her mom married a white man, and the groom's father married a Mexican woman.
Wow.
And so they had all of these cultures at this wedding, and I was trying to keep everybody happy.
Right. Yes.
That was a
big
tough job.
Right.
That was a tough job, but I think I did okay. Yeah.
You still
Yeah.
DJing, so that says a whole lot that you did.
Yeah. It was tough though. It was like I had to kind of find my groove for that one because usually I don't have that many cultures colliding at once in one spot. But it was a good time.
Along with that, I really love the whole house music, and also too, I wanted to ask you, what about? Are you into the stepping community? Is that because you Chicago? You mentioned Chicago,
Yes.
so
and I am the person with two left feet. So I never learned how to step other than, it's like I'll practice around my house doing it, but love the music. I've never DJ'd a stepper set before, but that's something I was actually talking to another one of my DJ friends, and that's something that I would like to get into more. So for a lot of my gigs, I do play a segment of my gig where it's steppers music. So I try to kind of, run the gamut of all the musical genres when I DJ. So. Right. If they want to get in contact with me, my email is cherishtheday100@gmail.com. Okay, so when I was 12 years old, I snuck out of the house to go see Parliament Funkadelic. I had to see the mothership land. And they were passing joints, and because I always looked older, so it's like I kind of was able to get away with it.
Gotcha.
I probably didn't look like I was 30, but I may have looked like I was like 18, maybe when I was 12. So, but yeah, so that was a very memorable experience for me, and it was like I actually got to see it. This is so cool. Yeah, and I saved my ticket stub from that. I still have it.
Oh wow, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Well,
So
go ahead.
definitely, they were one of my favorite groups, and also Earth, Wind, and Fire. Yeah, so those are my favorite, like old school groups. And so I probably have favorites in each genre of music. So yeah.
Any genres that maybe not that are uncommon that you have that's your favorite?
I grew up in a household where everybody listened to different music. So my grandmother lived with us like the first, I guess about the first 10 years of my life. So she loved country and bluegrass. Wow. So I got my fair share of that. My mother loved country and gospel and R&B. My dad loved jazz and kind of like the Rat Pack stuff. And my siblings loved R&B and rock. So, and classical. My oldest brother loved classical. So I got to absorb all of that. And so I like it all.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah.
So along with that, I was listening to, you started in 2014 DJing. Mm-hmm. So yes. you came in on the CD era kind of.
Yes.
So how has the transition been from CD to now hard drive?
So it's like starting out with CDs and having, all these catalogs and catalogs of CDs that you toted around with you, and then at some point being able to have some of that on a computer and work with it. So it's like when I first started, it was all passive speakers, amplifiers,
Right.
and yeah, it was definitely different. And so as times changed and things evolved, my first controller was the Pioneer, was it the DDJ, what is it, the SX2,
Okay.
which I still have. I love it.
Okay.
And those things are pretty valuable now. So I think I paid like $600-700 for it, and used they're going for like about
Oh
$1,300.
wow. Wow. So you got you a little investment there.
Got mine.
Yeah, for sure.
And so and then I got, so I like the Pioneer equipment. So, and I use Serato. That's my program of choice for DJing. And so I got the DDJ 1000, which I really love, but it sat in a box for a year because you like what you like and what you're
Right.
used to. And
Right.
it was like that fear. I'm like, well, what if that's
Right.
not there? And, yeah, so it was a little difficult for me.
Okay.
But finally, I cracked the box open, and
There it is.
I used it, and it was like, very familiar. So, yeah.
Beautiful.
The only thing I had to adjust the fades. So I don't mix a lot, but I love a smooth fade in transition from one song to the next. And those raggedy fades were killing me. I was like, what is it doing? And I had to go fix that. So,
Well, DJs and Entertainment, thanks you for giving up your time. You have been officially documented. And
yay.
people, yes, know your story. They can find out about Miss Sherri Miller,
Yes, they
aka
can.
DJ Cherish.
Yes.
All righty. I am Vincent Irving, aka DJ V. Shout out to my man, Kid Lane. He's the one who designed this piece. I call it Ice Cubes. And if you could see it in person and even see some of his work, you would understand exactly why it has earned that title. Hope to interview him very soon, right here on DJs and Entertainment. So please like, share, and subscribe. I'm gonna give you a little time to do that. 5, 4, 3, 2 DJs and Entertainment, 1 DJs and Entertainment. Just type in the letters DJV, NKC, and you'll get directly to DJs and Entertainment. If you want to email us, Vincent Irving, aka DJV, @gmail.com.